because he's been in politics all his life. He says he's a little right of Rush Limbaugh and Until the Nun. So without further ado, I want to introduce Charles Jackson. Charles.
Thank you. Thank you. Marty, I want to thank you for that very kind introduction. Marty, as you know, is our leader and has been a real inspiration to those of us in the class who have been contemplating suicide. Ladies and gentlemen and transgendered persons, thank you for coming tonight. I would like to dedicate my few pathetic minutes up here to two people who have meant the most to me, Mother Teresa and Shannon Faulkner. Some of you may remember when Mother Teresa was in Atlanta recently to come and be with us. I rushed up to her outside of Sacred Heart Church and said, "Mother, Mother, Mother, what are the Georgia Cash 3 numbers for today?" And she gave them to me. And she said, "My son, there's 666. So that night I played 666, and then it dawned on me as I was going to bed, of course I did not win the Cash 3, but it dawned on me that 666 is the sign of Satan. And that night I had a horrible nightmare of having sex with Roseanne Barr. I don't know whether you all have ordered it yet, but I have one of the first official Shannon Faulkner commemorative coins. On the front here is a picture of Shannon Faulkner, and on the back, and you probably can't see it here, is a picture of 1 order of Biggie fries and 2 jelly stuffed donuts. Now, let me just say this. If you saw Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs, or Sigourney Weaver in The Aliens, or Alien, is there any doubt in your mind that they couldn't kick some serious ass at the Citadel? I was born a Pisces, which means that at an early age I realized that I would never die from being sick. I would die from being alive. At the age of 8, I joined the Scouts, the Girl Scouts. I realized early on at that tender age that I was in fact a latent heterosexual with lesbian tendencies. There were 2 very fundamental things I learned about women as a Girl Scout. The first important lesson I learned was that every woman that I would know before they were virgin. Before they were virgin. And the other important thing I would learn about women as a Girl Scout is that when a woman says, "I love you, but I'm not in love with you," you're not going to get laid. Found that out just recently, as a matter of fact. And she would not have the abortion. Today, I am dazed and confused, wandering in a world of political correctness and multiculturalism and diversity and safe sex. Of course, for me, safe sex is a contradiction in terms. Driving in tonight, I could not do my weekly inspection of bumper stickers in the parking lot, and I saw some of your Volvos and BMWs with some of these 90s bumper stickers, like "Visualize World Peace," "Think globally, act locally." What the hell does that mean? And my favorite, "Hate is not a family value." In Alabama, they have a derivation of that bumper sticker. It says, "Incest is a family value." Probably the most politically correct question that we're asked, at least I am, whenever I go to the Kroger is that when you're at the checkout counter, paper or plastic? I know I'm having a bad day and an existential crisis when I'm asked that question, and I can't answer it. What do I want, paper or plastic? Neither one. Put it in my hands. Two examples of how crazy we've gotten with this political correctness stuff is, first of all, hurricanes. There was a time, if you remember, when all hurricanes were named after women. Now, it seemed to me that if I were a woman, I would be highly complimented that this tremendous force of nature was named after me, and I would be offended that somebody decided a few years ago, the National Weather Service, they'd start calling hurricanes alternately after men. Some of you may know that hurricanes are formed as a result of tropical depressions, which of course made sense. Most women I know were formed as a result of being tropically depressed. But the way to simplify the hurricane thing, it seems to me, would be to call all male hurricanes. Of course, you wonder, how do you know whether a hurricane is a male or female? What do you look for? What do you feel for? I don't know, you know. Ask the National Weather Service that question. But in the future, they ought to name all male hurricanes Hurricane Asshole. And it would certainly apply in my case. And all female hurricanes, Hurricane Shannon, packing winds of 186 pounds and 3 ounces. The other example of political correctness is this recently completed, or going to be completed, thank God, conference on women in China, this UN conference. Now, one of the agenda items was to expand from 2 to 6 the number of officially recognized genders. Dig this. From 2 to 6. Thank God it didn't make it, but they were close. Male, female, homosexual, bisexual, transsexual, and Michael Jackson. Thank you. Happy birthday, Betsy, and you can have my baby. Thank you.